What is going on, everyone? I'm Stock Sniper Mike, and we're back again with another 2-minute drill. This week was a shorter holiday week. Shout out to everybody that serves for us, as well as the policemen and firefighters out there. Memorial Day is for you guys. We got an extra day off with the friends and family, and we decided to go down to Marco Island, and that's why my nose and face is peeling. This week was a shorter week, like I said, but also one where we had some earnings that were able to shift stocks up and down. So we'll start with some positive news, and then we'll jump into some negative stuff. On the positive side, CHWY, the dog company, online dog company, was able to beat earnings, spiking 20%, going all the way up 25% at one point after beating earnings. We also had Lululemon with multiple downward days the past couple of weeks, finally getting some relief for long-term investors and giving people a little bit of breather as it gets this spike all the way back towards 52-week highs after coming out with earnings. We brought it up a couple 2-minute drills before, and it seems like the high-end fashion yoga pants are something that aren't being affected by this so-called recession. Unfortunately, on the downside, we had Advanced Auto Parts, the car company, the car franchise. They actually dropped down 30% down to new 52-week lows after coming out and missing earnings, missing expectations. Unfortunate for Advanced Auto Parts. We also had a big drop in Barnes & Nobles. We feel like this might be the next brick and mortar store to go out. Unfortunately, Amazon has taken out a lot of these big stores like Bed Bath & Beyond, Party City, and Barnes & Nobles might be the next stock that's going to add that Q at the end of its name and become an OTC bankrupt stock. It dropped all the way from $1.40 to $1 without even bad news out there. So unfortunate for long-term investors, but fortunate for the ones that are shorting. Speaking of unfortunate for investors, Lucid, the EV-related car company LCID, sold 60% of their shares to Saudi Arabia investors to stay alive till 2025. Now, it's a good sign that they're going to be able to stay alive until 2025, but it's a bad sign for the overall market, and the stock was gapping down after that news. EV stocks are hard to produce, and especially the batteries are hard to make. So to try to start one up, you do need a lot of investment out there, and you need a lot of backing. Elon Musk really changed the game with his EV cars, and a lot of cars are trying to jump on board with him. And last but certainly not least, we have Meta coming out with some more news. The Meta Oculus Rift is coming out with their Quest 3 at the end of September. It's going to be $499, and they're saying it's going to have better graphics. They're saying it's going to be sleeker and slimmer, and it's honestly difficult to mess around with and walk around with different places. I actually have the first one, and you got this big case that you got to walk around with right now. So the smaller it gets, the more advanced it's going to get, and the more advanced technology is going to help push this thing where it wants to be. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a couple quick highlights from this week in the stock market. We do this every single Friday, and it's released at 6 p.m. Eastern. So hit that subscribe button below. This video is not intended to make anybody money. It's more about news, and maybe it's something you can talk about, spark up a conversation over the weekend with your friends and family when you're sitting there bored. We'll see you back here next week. Enjoy your weekend, snipers. And let's go Miami Heat. Let's go Panthers. Peace.